What's going on, guys? Crypto here, and in this video I will try to answer the question, is Big Ice a scam? And also share with you guys this article that I found to be very intriguing, and answer the question, are the same developers who created FIREPIN token, which ended up being a rug pull, are they also the creator of Big Ice? And as always, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and only invest what you're willing to lose. So with that said, let's jump right in. Now, before we get started, I know that there are investors, holders who are defending Big Ice, and that's absolutely fine. That's not a problem. But all I'm here to do, my intention, my goal here is to share any information I come across with, whether that's good or bad, and just share with you guys so that you guys can decide what to do with it, because at the end of the day, the choice is yours. The money is yours, the life is yours, and you guys do whatever you guys want. But with that said, let's jump right in here. The title says Big Ice Pre-Sale Scam Linked with FIREPIN, Seesaw, Boost X Rug Pulls. So what is FIREPIN and Seesaw? So first of all, FIREPIN, Seesaw, they're like tokens that they also had pre-sales. And what is Boost X? Boost X is pretty much a launchpad where projects can launch their tokens, like it says right here, ICOs and IDOs. And by the way, I will have the link for this article down below so you guys can also read it. Actually, for all the links that I'm going to share here, all the articles, that I'm going to read here, I'm going to have the links down below so you guys can also go through them, do your own research on them, and kind of check all the information that I'm sharing with. But I don't want to make this video too long, so let's go straight to the point, which is, what is FIREPIN and what is the connection between FIREPIN and Big Ice, or potential connection, right? We're kind of here speculating a little bit, but what is the evidence and proof that we have? Here we have, right below here, we see this chart of FIREPIN, and it's a straight rug pull. And inside this chart, we have a little like snippet or like screenshot, I guess, of Telegram. It says, I've tracked the last 8 to 10 projects that have done the same three-stage pre-sale process, the last two being Seesaw and FIREPIN. Big Ice dropped me an email from the information they obtained from the FIREPIN portal. I know that because I use a throwaway email that I only used for FIREPIN. This is very telling, guys, because how did Big Ice get their email address? Unless FIREPIN shared it with Big Ice, or another theory is that they're the same people, they're the same company, they're the same devs working behind all of these projects. And here is when things start to get a little bit more interesting. It says, several Telegram users have posted warnings that Big Ice coins pre-sale use the same mailing list as that of FIREPIN and Seesaw. And again, the question is, are they sharing the mailing list with other developers, or is it the same developer pretty much making all of these new pre-sales, new token projects? FIREPIN token and Seesaw protocol were crypto pre-sale scams that rugged pulled their investors earlier this year and have linked to dozens of failed tokens associated with Boost X crypto launchpad. Now keep in mind that right here where it says earlier this year, this article was posted in December 20th of 2022. So they're talking about 2022, which was last year, not this year of 2023. But this is not that far ago, okay? So maybe like 3 months or something, okay? Or 2 months. But anyways, let's keep going here. But this is very, very interesting. So they have been linked with other rug pulls. And by the way, Boost X, what it is, pretty much this right here, Boost X, their launchpad where people can launch their own, like I mentioned earlier, their own tokens and projects, ICOs, IDOs. Now, in this video, I'm not going to be focusing on Boost X launchpad, on their scams and stuff like that. I mainly want to focus here on the potential link or connection between FIREPIN and Big Ice. So let's continue here down below where it says, is Big Ice coin a scam? And it says, users in the Big Ice Telegram channel recently posted warnings that they were sent email marketing by the Big Ice token team to burner email addresses they had only previously used to register an interest in FIREPIN token. Those warnings were later deleted by Big Ice team admins and moderators. That's a big red flag right there. So there's, how there's a burner telephone or phone number? Well, there's also a burner email, which is much easier to do and get. So what like some investors do is that they only make an email for a specific project, I guess, so they won't have to like have their email out there and get a bunch of like junk email and stuff like that. So just to keep it just focus on that project and not really share their personal email. And what ended up happening is that these investors who were investing on FIREPIN token, they created a burner email, but for some reason they were getting Big Ice token marketing on those email addresses, which is crazy. Which again, the question is, did Big Ice token bought the mailing list from FIREPIN developers and that's what happened, or is it the same team? Is it the same developers behind both projects or multiple of these pre-sale projects? Okay, and they started to, and in Telegram, the admins and moderators, they started to delete these warnings that people were typing in their Telegram, kind of like what I showed here. But this looks like a Telegram screenshot. But anyways, let's continue down here, okay? Because it gets even more interesting. The FIREPIN Seesaw rug pull never resulted in any arrest or compensation being issued to investors, potentially leaving the team free to simply rebrand and start another anonymous pre-sale after another in a largely unregulated market. I've even made a video about this. I think it's called Crypto Presale Expose. You guys can go check it out. The link will be down below in the description. But pretty much what these companies, developers have discovered is that they can make multiple pre-sales tokens and just kind of like sell the dream, and they'll be making millions after millions of dollars. And they repeat this process like 3 to 4 times a year. Imagine how much they're raising on each project, and all they have to do is just, like it says right here, they simply rebrand and start another anonymous pre-sale after another in a largely unregulated market. They can pretty much get away with this, and there's not much you can do because it's not backed by. It's not like the bank that if you lose your money in the bank, there's a chance you can still recover it because there's insurance. Here, there's no insurance whatsoever. And in case you're wondering about FIREPIN, here's their chart, so you guys can kind of look at the price, and you guys can see it's very similar to the chart that we saw here in the beginning at the top. So it's like you see this very, very long, tall green candlestick, and then you see like 3 steps or 4 steps down of the red candlesticks, and this only took like a matter of like 7 days. So let me show you that here. So we can see here that the launch was around June 28th, more or less, of 2022, and right on the next day already it started to go down on June 29th, but the big drop we saw on July 2nd of 2022, and it finally hit the ground all the way down to 0 or close to 0 on July 4th, okay, Independence Day, on July 4th of 2022. So it took about like a matter of like 7 to 8 days, more or less, pretty much a week, until it hit the ground, okay? And it was like a rug pull in steps, but nonetheless a rug pull. And just so we can kind of understand a little bit of the timeline of what was happening last year, let's start here with this article, okay? So this article, it says, what is FIREPIN? The ultimate guide to the new metaverse cryptocurrency. And this was this news article was posted on February 25th, 2022, which is around the time when this was starting. And it says here, FIREPIN token stage 1 pre-sale is live. So the pre-sale started in late February, more or less. And then this is something that I found very, very interesting. And by the way, here's the website. It says, is there a white paper for the FIREPIN token? It says, yes, there's a white paper, firepin.io. Here's the website. And if you click on it, it's not working currently. I already checked it. And then it says here of the community airdrop, like everything that we usually tend to see on most of these pre-sales. And here at the very bottom, it says, is FIREPIN token a rug pull? And it says, no. FIREPIN is unlikely to be a rug pull because, as previously stated, it is being audited by CertiK, which will analyze the smart contract which dictates how the cryptocurrency operates. If FIREPIN's smart contract is legitimate, a rug pull is highly improbable. But again, they do give their warning. To be fair, it says buyers, however, should exercise caution, as previously stated. Regrettably, due to the unregulated nature of cryptocurrencies, there's always a risk. So those are things that we need to keep in mind. But I just wanted to see that they're saying no up front, that is not a rug pull. They're like affirming it that is not, but of course they give their little disclaimer. And then it says, is FIREPIN token a scam? They say no, but then again, they also give the little disclaimer to exercise all cautions at all time. Just because a project it is audited or it is KYC'd, it doesn't guarantee anything. Because again, they were, okay, except that they were not dogs, but they were, they were like audited and everything. But that only means that the smart contract, it is legit, not that the team is legit, or we don't know their intentions. So we know that the crypto is functioning, it exists, it's out there, but we don't know the developers or the token's owner intentions towards the project or towards a pre-sale. That's one thing we cannot know, or that at least in the audit is not going to tell us. But going back here on this article, which was posted on February 25th, 2022. Now let's go a little bit forward and let's go to Analytics Insight, which if you guys been following like all these other projects, this news press has been used a lot to promote Big Eyes, Tomadodge, and a whole bunch of other ones. I think even Dash to Trade, but they kind of use this and a bunch of other ones, of course, to promote their crypto pre-sales. But again, we also see it here promoting FIREPIN, okay, which is FIREPIN token. It says, looks like it will perform a successful pre-sale like Ethereum. But let's go down here to see what it says and keep track of the dates. This is June 21st, just a few days before it rug pulled. Okay, this is June 21st of 2022, and it rug pulled on June 29th or 30th or around 29th. That's when it started to go down, and by July 4th, it completely like rug pulled. But it went by like steps. But anyway, let's go back to this article. And as we scroll down, this is what they say about the token. It says, FIREPIN token can be the next millionaire maker in this industry. And they start comparing it to Ethereum. Ethereum also had a pre-sale, but it's not really, you can't really compare both because they are very, very different. But anyways, I just wanted to share this information with you guys. What do you guys think about this project? What do you guys think about could there be a connection between Big Eyes and with this, with FIREPIN? Could they be the same developers? In my opinion, I think that there's a high probability. I can't really say for sure, but I think that it could possibly be, okay? And as it says here, just to conclude this video, it says, while it can't be verified if Big Eyes coin is developed by the same scam team, its connection to the FIREPIN mailing list and anonymous team are red flags. The Big Eyes project is attempting to raise a hard cap of 51 million USDT or $51 million US. So there you guys go, guys. Again, my conclusion is that we can't really like put our finger in there and just confirm that it is, but there's a high probability, at least for me, from my point of view, is that the team could possibly be the same team that was for FIREPIN, and Seesaw can also be possibly the same developers that are creating Big Eyes. But again, it's up to you guys. What do you guys think? Share your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you want to know more about what's happening behind the scenes or behind the curtains on crypto pre-sales, watch this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this video to be helpful and informative, make sure to like, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and hit the bell so you never miss another video. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.